What's up, Tomboy Official? Okay, so about to be back with another My Queer Dreams episode. Just gotta get to the dream. Now, I wrote this one down for a friend. Um, okay, so I don't know. Let me see. I wrote it somewhere. I just don't know where I wrote it. Okay, here it is. So, um, it goes like this. I can't remember where I was, like setting wise, in the dream, but it seemed similar to a 7-Eleven, but without shelves. Um, so it was like a 7-Eleven, um, like a convenience store size and kind of type of looking place, but without like all the aisles of shelves. I think it maybe had some countertops, like those like glass. What do you call them? Like those glass shelves, like those kind of what do you call it? Like kind of like if you go to like a pawn shop or a jewelry shop or something, and it has those like it's like a countertop, but you can see through the top and the sides, and it's technically like like a shelf, like a display, like those glass display shelves. It had like those, I believe. Kind of like how dispensaries have that too, but it didn't really have shelves where you could kind of like go through the aisle. So maybe it was more like a tobacco shop or dispensary or some type of shop where it would have those kind of places where you can like look through and view stuff. Um, but in my mind, it kind of reminded me of like a 7-Eleven. Like there was stuff there that you could buy. I just don't remember what the theme was. There might have been like a couple shelves, but it wasn't like fully shelves, like all the like rows of shelves or anything. Um, I put that it was some type of a store or boba shop type of a spot. Like there was like some sparse seating in there. Um, and the person at the counter was queer. Kind of had like one of those like mullets that's kind of getting popular, like the mullet type hairstyle. Um, but I think they were like born female, and I was there with some friends. A specific friend that I talked to regularly, I think, was there with me, and the clerk was closing the shop and about to start setting up for the next segment of the evening slash night. Um, and they set up like a DJ stand with a bunch of equipment, like DJ equipment, kind of like a rave. Um, excuse me. And they had set that up, and so I'm like in there. I'm kind of at the counter with this person. Um, kind of talking. I don't remember what the conversation was, but when I had first woken up from this dream, I did remember the conversation, and then I didn't write about it at all till like the next day, and when I was sending it to my friend, and so I had completely forgotten the full details. But anyways, um, they were setting up DJ equipment, and people started coming in, and there were like benches, kind of like if you've seen like an Amish church, how they have like the wagon that they use that they store the benches in for when they move the church services to different spaces, and they kind of have those like wooden, like handmade wooden benches without the back. It was kind of like that, but it wasn't like filling the whole store. It was just like a few benches for some seating, because otherwise there would have been like no seating other than like maybe one or two little uh, tables, those small little round tables where you can have maybe like two seats at them. Just kind of like, you know how coffee shops have those little tables where it's like you can't really put a bunch of people there. So I think the store had initially had like two of those little tables off in the corner, and this was somewhere between like T Station and 7-Eleven. That's kind of my best description of this place. T Station slash 7-Eleven slash T Station's a boba shop, so T Station slash 7-Eleven slash, because it had that like sleek look to it, kind of like how some of the boba shops kind of have that like interesting interior and like the little fun decorations. Not like the typical like Starbucks or Coffee Bean coffee shops, but it was kind of like a different kind of, like boba shops tend to have this like different feel, or like those shaved ice places. It kind of had more of that kind of feel to it, but not cheap. It was kind of like classy. Um, and yeah. So when this DJ was, it was like some kind of gay pop up rave basically, and then I knew the DJ, or the person who was at the cash register that turned into a DJ. I knew this person, not in real life, but in the dream, I kind of knew them, and I think I had a crush on them in the dream, but I don't really remember, you know, too much detail about that. So when the DJ took a break, I was kind of talking to the DJ. I was talking to her about something that I can't remember, and we were disagreeing on something, and she was trying to like challenge me about something, but it was a type of a flirty conversation, like, you know, when people are kind of like bickering with you, but it's not like serious. Like, you're not like seriously, they're not seriously mad, and you're not seriously like upset, but you're kind of going back and forth on like, oh, like you could have bought this drink instead of that one, and it's like, why'd you buy me a drink but you bought me this one instead of that? And it's like, oh, if you don't want it, I'll drink it, you know, and like just kind of like a fun little. We were kind of bickering about something, but it wasn't something like super important. But I guess I was gonna like see them later or something. Like in my mind, I kind of was like, you know, they're busy right now, and I'm here for this thing that they're doing, but you know, I wasn't gonna be there like all day, or all night, and you know, we were gonna see each other and have time to spend together later on. But I was just like there for that event and kind of interacting with them in a fun way during the event. But like they were busy, so like I couldn't really like fully do anything. So it was kind of like that, as if you bought someone a drink to just come over and talk to them and just be like, "Hey, what's up?" Like, I made it, kind of thing. But you're not really like fully involved. So it was nothing serious. There's definitely more to the dream than I can remember. Um, uh, this person's talking, trying to get someone's attention. They're sorry. There's someone on a bike behind where I'm parked, kind of screaming at people who walk by, saying that there's a lot of fresh pine cones. Oh no, they're coming back. They're turning around and coming this way. Um, but anyways, that was the queer dream. Shout out to the city. Shout out LA. For bringing constant entertainment while I'm sitting and people watching, recording these episodes. Yeah, it was, it's, yeah, that was kind of interesting. It was an interesting dream. I had that dream on a morning, during a morning time. Uh, so, um, uh, yeah, it wasn't like, um, yeah, like I had gone back to sleep after waking up in the morning and was like sleeping in on the Saturday morning. I'm just trying it because I haven't really been sleeping in, but I was like, let me lay back down after breakfast and lay down till like 11 o'clock and see how that feels. And I had this fun dream, but LA is kind of interesting because it does kind of have like pop up raves and all these kind of like secret, hidden little events that are even free sometimes. A lot of times they're free. Or you can get a free ticket and enter for free by a certain time. Um, but I don't know. I'm kind of like um just trying to put in some recordings for you guys. I feel like I've been neglecting things, which I have been because I've had nothing to say. So, um, the recordings that are coming up, they're probably going to be a little weird, a little stranger than usual. Just trying out some different stuff here. But when I have a queer dream, I will try to record it because they're fun, and I know that you guys seem to like them. So, I don't really know, other than with this dream, with kind of like how I felt in the dream. It was kind of like, oh, I have a crush on this person. That's kind of how I felt in the dream. But I don't know who this person was. Um, but it was kind of an interesting thing to have a dream about some random person um, that my mind made up. So, alright, guys. There shall be more recordings coming up. I don't know when. I don't know when I'm going to post them. We shall see. I'm doing a lot of recording today and seeing what I'm going to schedule to post for this week. See if I can get a jump on next week. See if I can get kind of organized. I kind of miss making series, so that would be cool. But it's like really hard for me to like commit to a series right now. So I haven't really been making series because I'm like, oh, I don't really know if I really want to make a series. It's a lot of commitment. But I might need that. I might need some commitment. Because even when I do make a commitment to things on the pod, sometimes I don't follow through, but I'm more likely to follow through if I say, oh, I'm gonna do this. Like, even like what I did with that book, the 4 agreements, like, how long did it freaking take me to get through that? But it's like 3 pages at a time, of course. But, you know, if I hadn't said that, I might have never finished the book. So there's another book I started reading on Amazon, and I'm debating if I'm gonna make that a series. Just, develop some extra opinions about it. Ooh, I just noticed I have a big bird dookie on the side of my car. Ah, it's probably from here, too. From where I parked. Dang it, that's disgusting. Alright, well, now I'm gonna have to get a car wash. I'll get one later. But at least I didn't clean my car. I was gonna clean the car Sunday morning. Alright, guys. I can keep rambling. I've been rambling already for like 15 minutes, so let's call that it for right now. Thanks for listening.